Hello everyone and welcome to the Sky channel. So this video is going to be about the legend of mushroom, and it's a very interesting video because it's about diamonds, and I'm sure you're wondering what is the best way to use these diamonds that you have collected. And in this video I'm going to be going over what are some good uses of the diamonds, what are some really bad uses of the diamonds, and what is the absolute best way to use the diamonds. Okay, let's start with the bad uses of diamonds. So let's go to this event, and I'm assuming there's going to be multiple events like this. If you go to the windmill shop, you can spend 15,000 diamonds to get 10 attempts for this event. Now on paper that seems amazing because if you look at it, you can get some really cool prizes from this event. Like over here, there's this amazing costume, there's this artifact, and then there's this cool looking motorbike, and of course you all want that, right? But 10 attempts isn't really gonna get that for you. If you look over here, you get a limited reward after 88 draws. That means that if you are a free-to-play player like myself, you're likely not gonna get it even if you spend all of those diamonds, and therefore you're probably going to be trading those diamonds for 10,000 coins. Just like as you can see here, I'm going to use my draws, and you're going to see that I'm going to get some really unlucky prizes, and most likely that is what you're going to get 10 times. So do not waste all of your diamonds away if you're a free-to-play player. If you're stocked up on diamonds and you're a pay-to-win and you have a lot of them and you want to get those limited prizes, sure, in that case maybe it's okay. But even then, I think that there are better ways to spend your diamonds than by spending it on this event. That's my opinion. You might have a different situation, so it's always possible it might be different for you. Okay, other than that, there's another thing that is extremely tempting for certain players, and that is speed ups, right? Nobody wants to wait so long to get their lamp upgraded, but spending diamonds on speed ups is not a good path to take. It's extremely expensive, and you know what? At the end of the day, it's not gonna matter if the lamp was upgraded to level 18 5 hours earlier. What will matter is the diamonds you spent in the process of speeding it up and getting it 5 hours early. So you want to focus on the long run. Just wait 5 hours, maybe do something else and then come back. Do not spend all of your diamonds speeding up your magic lamp upgrades, because at a certain point, you're going to be stuck again. Right, you're not going to be going from level 18 to level 19 immediately after you've upgraded to level 18, so might as well wait things out and keep your diamonds for some stuff that's more important. Okay, moving along, there are certain other places where using diamonds is okay. And one of them is the one that I also used it on, and that is right over here. You have these draws. Now, you do collect a bunch of these tickets over time, and you get 35 for every 30 tickets that you use. And if you run out of tickets, you have the option of using diamonds. Now, I definitely do not recommend using diamonds for something like this when you have no tickets and it's 600 diamonds to get the draw of 35. Absolutely not worth it. I've probably drawn thousands of these, and it's not like 35 new skills are going to make a difference or 35 new pals are going to make a difference. They're not. You're going to be spending a lot of diamonds to get anything substantial from these draws, so you might as well save the diamonds for something more effective. Now, why did I mention that it is okay? It's okay if you have 29 tickets and you really want to get that 35 draw. In that case, you're only spending 20 diamonds to get that 35 draw. And you know what? Maybe it's not the best thing to do, but it's okay. It's just 20 diamonds at that point. But if you're looking at a screen like this, where you are spending a lot of diamonds, don't do that. In fact, if you have a good self-control and you're okay to wait, you know what? Just go to the mine and get that last ticket instead of spending your diamonds, because there are ways to spend your diamonds much better. And that's what I'm going to get to next. The next one is a really good way to use diamonds. And it's going to be in this tab. All you have to do is switch to the 4th tab and scroll a little bit down, and surprise, surprise, you can actually buy clock winders from the supply store. I didn't know this. I actually found out when somebody mentioned it in the chat that using diamonds for clock winders seems to be a very good investment. Now, the interesting thing is that early game, I was about 300,000 power. And I decided that, you know what, I'm going to trust the person in global chat and I'll buy clock winders from diamonds. And of course, I had collected a bunch of diamonds by then, so I went ahead and purchased all of the clock winders that I could get and went ahead and upgraded the mount. And you know what? Just by doing that, I went up about 1.5 million in power. And that was a major jump from about 300,000 power to 1.8 million power. And I was shocked. That was such a good investment of diamonds. And it was absolutely amazing. And I would definitely recommend you do that. But hold on, before doing that, wait for a minute. There's something even better, and that is, in my opinion, the best use of diamonds. And it's almost like a buy one, get one free. Now, it doesn't change the fact that you should be buying clock winders. And by the way, just to add something, it doesn't matter which ones you buy, they're the same value of money. So it's not like if you get more clock winders, you're getting a cheaper deal. No, you're not. Same deal. So don't stress about which one you choose. You can choose each of them. Going back to what I was saying, the best way to spend diamonds is still on clock winders. But the trick is to use the clock winders on this event. And that event is the Mount Rush event. Now you'll notice that you get certain rewards of diamonds and speed ups, and it goes all the way up until 800 clock winders. Now once you complete the 800 clock winders, you get 2,000 of those hammers, and of course all the diamonds and speed ups that you got in the process. The diamonds and speed ups are actually not the most important thing in this event. It's actually the hammers. Now, I didn't know about this event until it actually started. It just so happened that I had saved up a bunch of diamonds for this time, so I was able to get 800 clock winders for the duration of the event. The event only lasts 2 days, so I was fairly lucky. Now, the event is made in such a way that after you spend 800 clock winders, it resets and it can go up until 4 times. So in total, you can get 8,000 hammers. Of course, I was able to pass the first round. I wasn't able to pass the second, third, or fourth round. So I got 2,000 hammers. Maybe if you're lucky and you had been saving diamonds, you could get to the second and maybe even third or fourth rounds. And here's the interesting thing. Upgrading the mount, we already covered the fact that it is absolutely amazing. It gives you huge upgrades in your power. But guess what? You're getting the hammers technically for free. And look at how the hammers are going to upgrade my power. As you can see, 2,000 hammers because I got that. And you can see my power jumping up so much just because I'm using the hammers that I got for free. And as you can see, there's a huge increase in power from that. And I'll imagine if I had gotten, let's say, 4,000 hammers or something, there'd be even larger jumps. And that's what makes this so cool. You are spending once to get those clock winders. You're getting huge jumps on your power because you're upgrading your mount, and upgrading the mount gives you major upgrades. And then you're also getting a free upgrade to your artifact and hence another huge jump in power. That's what makes this extremely cool. So make sure that you are saving your diamonds for that specific event where you can get this amazing deal. And you know what? It's not just saving the diamonds, it's about saving the clock winders. So if you want to spend your diamonds, you can. It doesn't make much of a difference as long as you're not using the clock winders. Also keep in mind that you do get clock winders from the dungeon. And here you can see it says 6, but actually get 12 each time. And you can do it up to 4 times a day. 2 of them come normally and then 2 come from ads. So that's 48 clock winders right there. And then you also get some from alliance missions that you do together. So save up your clock winders, save up your diamonds, because that is the best way to spend your diamonds and have huge growth in your progress due to that. Since I still have you here, I want you to know that you can get between 10 to 35% bonuses on in-game purchases whenever you make a purchase in The Legend of Mushroom, which means every time you spend any amount of money, you get between 10 to 35% of that money back as credits, which you can use to purchase additional packs. All you have to do is follow the steps that are in the video that I've shared in the description below and find out how you can avail that bonus. If you prefer to have a longer conversation, feel free to join our Discord. Looking forward to seeing you there. Alright, so that covers the video. I hope it was helpful for you. Give it a like if you liked it. Please comment below if you want some additional videos. I just started making videos on this game, and if it's helpful for you, I'll continue to make more. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you in the next one.